Oh fucking boy. You know the game's gonna be fucking good when a warning is like the first thing to pop up. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm a gaming channel. And today we're gonna be doing Doki Doki Literature Club. Probably not the first. I know I'm not the first and I've seen this game before, but like, this is gonna be a fucking hell of a ride, boys and girls. So, if y'all are fucking dyslexic and cannot read like some people I know, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed, is what the warning says to begin with. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit the link, which I'll probably put down in the description below. And oh fucking boy, let's just jump in. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years old and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree because I absolutely love that shit. I cannot hear myself think. Oh, good fucking Christ. Hello? That's better. Let's go full screen. Uh-oh. Okay, turns out we can't do that. Anyway. Okay, let's get rid of some of the sound effects. Okay, that's better. New game. Let's go Hunter, just like I've done with every other game I've played. Oh god. How did my life lead to playing this? For like the first time playing this myself. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbour and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making to Abe, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Trust me, woman, I was. That's mean, Hunter. Yes, I'm aware. Do I care? Probably fucking not. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Hunter, oh good lord, have you decided on a club to join yet? No, I'd much rather not. A club? I've told you already I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just sitting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Games, yeah. Like, look at what I'm fucking doing in my free time at like 7-11. 11 past 7. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Unfortunately. Don't make me worry about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is just as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wanted to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Of course you did. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. How? Oh, I'm getting flashbacks to a fucking AMV. You don't need to wait. You don't need to wait up for me. If it's going to make you late to your own club, well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. So Sayori is vice principal of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Wise fucking words. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Only I would stop by for a cupcake, and thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I mean, was it good? I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, but generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Hunter, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki. The girl with the set of attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to... it's me, apparently. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Hunter. No. I'm out. Peace. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica? Come, sit down, Hunter. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I'm a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? No tea. No, only tea. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room and Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the chest. Still feeling awkward, I sit next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. Of course, the whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate we used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to bite. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. Wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? I made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. They already said, oh, maybe. But not for you know, you, dummy. What is this fucking game? 30 minutes in, can I just cut it here? Just end the fucking episode? Oh, Jesus fuck. I did not think this episode's through, did I? Or this video at all. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Oh, you keep a whole... Where's my drink? Where is my drink? There it is. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. If it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a good leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Why did, just in the corner of my eye, did I think that was a freaking cigarette and I was about to say, hand me one? You could put it that way. Wait, did I skip one? Is there a way to go back? Probably. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can already grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted at the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with that level of enthusiasm about literature. So Hunter, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past 2 years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I might have quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Me! But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Have you heard of Neon Genesis Evangelion? By chance, which I actually have like on my desk, right below my monitor too, which is great. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Sure. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Just desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Dwayne? That you? Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or take me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Same. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last class meeting. You left blank in the trash. Cliche. Love it. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. Give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Jerry sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. I'm gonna I'm just gonna put just check the description for my fanfictions. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Yuri, you just need to fucking chillax. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reach of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? I do. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Shut up, Sayori. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea. Everyone? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, of course, Sayori. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Hunter? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Oh. Hold on there. There's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, Hunter, you all are defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh, of course. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Shut up, Natsuki. You're 5'3", You were 4'3", woman. You slapped a mosquito once and it slapped you back. Relax. Then let's make it Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. I don't want to be here. Can I just go? Can I just leave? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Hunter, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Hunter, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, may as well. Yay! I want to die. Ugh. With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Or perhaps I'll even have a chance to grow closer with one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, so while this is up on the screen, I just want to say I am trying to not form bonds with these characters, like my own personal ones. Like, game's all well and fine. The game, my character in game, that's all well and fine. I want to avoid these characters as much as physically possible because I know what happens to them, and it scares me. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Pain. Okay, so that just goes to show how messed up this game was. I picked pain because they already jumped up. She knows better than the message. Try and call me. Let's go. Philosophy. There we go. Inferno. Ending. Explode. Graveyard. Misfortune. Universe. There we go. Tragedy. Yeah. Melancholy. Grief. Why Sayori? Sadness, of course, Sayori. Aura, yep. Intellectual, there, shiny. Yeah, let's chuck a little bit of Natsuki in there. Skirt. Empty, why? Says I know what happens to them, still asks myself why. Extreme, tears, of course, more Sayori. Disarray. Hi again, Hunter. Oh, of course. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Oh, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Hunter. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a compliment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Hunter always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Hunter can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Because that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any last gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal, and you don't want if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. We could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much? Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this, and enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Shocker! I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Do I have to play this game? 32 minutes. I regret this game already, but I've started and I've got to upload it. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. You know what, I'm gonna leave it there. If you guys enjoyed, please like, favorite, subscribe, do whatever. I would prefer you did. Do all those things, I guess. Please be sure to like. I've had people comment, but not like. I'm not gonna say names, but you guys know who you are. They're all two of you. But please like, favorite, subscribe. If you do subscribe, hit that bell notification. I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video that I'm gonna record right after this one. It's gonna be different. It's probably gonna be another game that I'm gonna pick randomly out of my large collection of acquired games that I've acquired from people over the years. This one I actually got legitimately off Steam, so it's free, why wouldn't I? I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!